Alright, here's a new fan I got off of Facebook Marketplace with Nathan. This is a Hampton Bay Calloway 2 ceiling fan. Now, these are major childhood fans for me since I've actually wanted to get one of these for my godmother as a kid. I always thought it would look really cool in her living room. To this day, I think it would look really cool in her living room. But the only issue is on the art ceiling, and no matter where you put it, it wouldn't fit. But I always just thought it would look really cool there and such. So that's really what made me like this fan so much. And also, it's just a very unique design. Something I can see like in a laundry room and such. Or even like at a laundromat back in the early 2000s, late 90s. I always viewed this as like a laundry looking fan. That's just something I always would look at it or just call it as a kid. But yeah, this is the main reason why me and Nathan went on that fan drive. Although we obviously got more fans. But obviously I'm going to be showing this one first since it's the main reason why I went on the fan hunt. But yeah, this fan uses the plastic Glossmer wind blades. And it's in pretty good shape, honestly. This one is actually a lot older than I thought it was, because this one is actually from the year 2001. Forget what month it is, but I'll put it in the description, but I'm just zooming in, but my eyesight's not the best in terms of reading small writing. And there is the Hampton Bay logo. And that's and such. But yeah, the fan definitely is in very good shape. I wasn't sure if this was the sandstone one or the textured white one. But after I saw the blade, I could tell that they were more of a whitish coloration. On the ad, they had a very close-up picture of the finish, so it was kind of hard to tell if it was the textured white finish or not. Because I've actually never seen the textured white one up close like this, or even pictures of one, so sometimes they look more yellow, sometimes they look more white like this, but yeah, these are very big childhood fans for me, and as you can see, it has a remote, which is actually a brand new one, from what I can tell. Okay, it looks very new. It had a plastic wrap for it, it has the holder for it, and it also has a receiver with the capacitor, which is what this would use, along with the 1-word-2, and that's a spare one, actually, not the one that's on this fan. And with that being said, that gives me the chance to actually repair the 1-word-2 that I have, that I got from Dan many years ago. That actually has a back capacitor in it, where it only runs on medium speed. This one I did test to be sure it ran fine on each speed. So I do have a spare receiver, and I can always just steal one from you if one of them wants to get bad. But I'm not going to offer this one to my godmother, because I really don't think she would even use it there. But I've always thought this would look very cool in her living room and such. Still do to this day, but she's not really going to use ceiling fans. And it'd definitely be a lot more work to put it in there, and knowing that she wouldn't use it much, it's not worth it. But this is definitely a fan I always saw as a kid, and I always just dreamed of seeing that in her living room. But it's definitely a fan I've been wanting to get for a very long time. This, along with the 1-word-2 and the Industrial, they're definitely big childhood fans for me. For the reason I'd see them in the 2001 catalog from Home Depot, my first catalog ever and such. And just seeing this and the 1-word and such, those were like the first contemporary looking fans I'd see ever as a kid. So it did make me get into more contemporary looking fans as well. But the fact that this specific one has more of a 90s look to it, but it's also contemporary looking, I really do like that design. It's not something you see much. Like, a lot of companies didn't really incorporate that too much. I know Regency had a model very similar to this, and I think a few other companies, but it's not something that you'd see often, where they had like a very mixture of like 90s contemporary look to it, a lot of the 90s contemporary fans that you'd see kind of look like something that you'd still see today, whereas this one specifically is like one that you can tell it's from the 90s. Same thing with like the 100 Dimensions and such. It has a very 90s look to it. But yeah, well, for that being said, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.